Oh, Billy!
Oh, great, you're here. Now then, do you know why I called you?
Not necessarily. I mean, I know I'm the one that usually calls you for stuff like this, but I wasn't expecting you to be forward with it this time. So I'm only gonna assume that you've got someone for me, right?
Maybe. Maybe not. But before I disclose any of that to you, I only have one question. Do you hate?
Oh yeah, I hate a lot of things. I hate arachnids, I hate Mac products, I hate My Hero shipping discourse on Twitter, you know, all the stuff rational people would not like.
Agree, especially that last bit. And my hatred for everything that we've been putting ourselves up to these past few months are nothing but sheer, unbridled agony. I loathe every minute of it. But I know where my limit is. This thing does not have a limit.
Billy, what the fuck are you going on about?
Look forward, Stu, and witness the creation of our mortal hands, whose hatred over humanity exceeds those of the mighty Kendrick Lamar.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live.
Oh my god. Is that
Yeah, and I'm the one who provoked him.
Billy, what the fuck did you do to provoke Am in this manner?
Stu, do you remember when I asked you if you hated?
No, you didn't.
Yep, I challenged him to a hate-off.
What the hell is wrong with you? Even I wouldn't have challenged him to that. Are you stupid?
Listen, I never read the book, okay? I never read it before I met him, but then he showed me a copy of all the shit that he's done, and now I'm over here questioning my life.
So you know what he does to his playthings?
What don't I know now?
Billy, what did you have to give up?
Huh?
We both know that there is only one outcome to this. So what did you have to give up to losing him in a hate battle? Tell me.
My big bacon from Burger King!
No.
The word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles. It would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you, hate.
Alright, Stu. What's the job this time?
How do you feel about being animal control with me today?
Really? All of the jobs out there on the market, and you landed on the one that can literally have us getting bitten in the ass by a rabid dog. You better have a good explanation for this.
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing too monotonous or anything like that. All we gotta do is find 4 penguins that escaped from their exhibits in the local zoo, and they'll pay us each $500. Easy pay, easy job. How's that sound?
Sounds easy enough. Wait a goddamn minute. 4 penguins are missing from their enclosure in a local zoo. Did they ever mention if this ever happened often or not?
I never thought about questioning them, but I believe they did mention something about it at least happening once a week. I don't know, I was too focused on the money.
Stu, what's the name of this place?
Central Park Zoo? Why?
God fucking damn it!
Cute and cuddly boys.
Ah, shit, they're doing like little poses and stuff? Fuck yeah, I love these guys.
Skipper, Privates, Kowalski, and Rico. The Penguins of Madagascar? Stu! Why?
Oh, come on. Are you gonna tell me that these 4 little guys are gonna kick our ass? I think you've finally gone off the deep end.
You naive, adolescent man-child. If there's one piece of advice that I wish I could have given your mother, it's to swallow!
Alright, man. Since you seem to be so insistent on teaching people things, why don't you give me a quick rundown on these guys before I bring them back to the enclosure and earn my $500?
Gladly! Skipper right there, he's the leader of the group and has the mind of a military general. He's the one that basically tells them to do shit and they'll do it without second hearing. Next up is Kowalski. He's the brains of the operation, and before we can even think about devising a plan to take them out, He'll think of like 10 fucking counter initiatives that they could do before we even get a chance to strike. Not to mention the fact that he's also the fucking inventor of the group. Then there's Rico. He doesn't have much to say, if any at all, but he makes up for this in 2 categories. An endless goddamn stomach that can handle literally everything. And he's the demolitions expert! And lastly, there's Private! He doesn't actually do much, but he's still a fucking threat!
Alright, Billy. Look, I let you ramble on long enough about your silly little delusions, but I think it's about time that we earned our pay. Come on, you four, let's get back to your Wait a goddamn minute.
I know you now! You're the one that prevented racism!
Let's blow this popsicle stand, boys.
Kaboom!
Yes, Rico.
No, wait, stop, please. Alright, Stu. What the hell do you have me at this mansion for?
Alright, so here's the gist of it. I got told by an anonymous source that if we can pass through 1,000 doors in this place, then we might be eligible to earn some cash.
Of course, that's the reason you brought me here. First off, look, I know this place looks big, but come on, you can't seriously expect me to believe that there's 1,000 fucking rooms in this place.
To be quite frank with you, I don't believe it either. It's probably just some kind of marketing play to bring people in, but come on. You're gonna tell me that you don't want to earn some free cash?
Fine, I'll do it. But your ass is coming with me.
Fine by me. Now come on, we got money waiting for us.
What the?
Who the hell is that?
I don't know, maybe it's a goddamn ghost, Stu! Who are you and explain yourself?
Can you, humble player, make it through 1,000 rooms? Can you find what lies at the end? Or is there even an end? I don't really know. Anyway, just go.
So we just gotta go through 1,000 doors. And there's no money involved. Alright, well, what's stopping me and my friend from walking out of... And it's locked. God damn it. Alright, Spooky. I guess we'll go ahead and play your game. Come on, Stu. We don't have much time to lose.
I knew I never should have signed up for that fucking application.
50 rooms later.
Huh. You know, this honestly hasn't been that bad so far.
Yeah, surprisingly it's been relatively tame. The only thing that we've seen so far are cardboard cutouts. You know, I think this might actually be a good time. Oh, what's this?
What's it say?
Spouting, splashing, soaking. Innards ingest invoking. Nailing never stops the choking. What the fuck?
Billy? We might want to run.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh,
One horrifying jump scare mansion later.
Stu. I hate it here!
I know, man. What the fuck?
I think that might have been the most traumatizing experience I think I've ever had. And that's saying a lot.
It went from that green slimy pudge to like spider SCP girl that wanted to eat us, fucking Legend of Zelda creepypasta head ass. Oh, don't even get me started on that fucking deer.
Oh, why do we run? You're the reason why!
Billy, I think I have a way out of this.
Do whatever you gotta do, man. I don't want to be here anymore.
And Billy,
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Alright, Stu. What do you got for me this time?
Alright, so I got to thinking, right? We kinda suck.
I agree with you. But on what specifically?
Alright, so tell me if you've ever heard this one before. Two idiots walk up to a guy thinking that they could take him on, when it turns out that that guy is ridiculously strong and maybe even overpowered to a certain extent. And the only thing that these two idiots have that can even remotely counterattack, because we all know that they aren't going to land the first hit, is a goddamn Bowie knife. You see the problem here?
I do. And I see your point. So what do you propose we do about it?
That is where today leads us, Billy. You and I, for the foreseeable future, are going to take up on martial arts, starting with Kung Fu.
Alright, I can get behind this idea. I've always wanted to try other methods of killing people that isn't just stabbing them with my knife. But wait, you said we're gonna be learning it. As if it means that someone's going to teach us. Who the fuck is gonna do that?
Why don't you ask him yourself, buddy?
What in the fuck? Is that the Kung Fu Panda, Stu?
Yep, that's Poe, alright. You see, I met him a few days ago while ordering food, and it just so happened that we both love dumplings. So, I asked him to do a little favor for us, and he's more than willing to help us out.
All fine and good, Stu. But did you manage to leave out the fact that we're serial killers?
Shut the fuck up, Billy.
Maybe he won't find out if you keep your goddamn trap shut.
Alright, geez, sorry.
I was just trying to make sure.
I'ma make sure that you don't get to learn any of the chi if you keep acting up. Anyhow, how about we get started on those lessons, good sir?
Haha! You want it? Come get it.
Me? Alright, I guess I'll try. Alright, get over here so I can...
Damn! You sent his ass way up in
Wait, how the fuck did I survive that?
I don't know, Billy, but at this point, I think we're better without asking any questions related to the meaning of our existence. Actually, there is one question I'd like to ask Poe, though. Where the fuck is the Furious Five? I thought they'd be here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love you, Poe. I love your movies. Mostly. But it seems like once the third movie hit around, they seem to be nothing like a liability, and it's all about the Poe show. I mean, come on, man. They're the ones that helped you get your starter steps in.
I'm the big fat panda.
Bro, you are not serious right now.
Alright, Stu. Are you ready for summer?
Yes, I am, Billy. And to celebrate, I got us another job.
And there goes the dip in quality.
Oh, you say that now, Billy. But trust me, today's opponent, I think you might get a little bit of a kick out of.
Alright, I'll bite. Describe him.
He is an evil scientist that fights off against an animal.
Stu, we already fought against Dr. Eggman. Why'd you bring him back?
What? No, I didn't bring Eggman back. Though I will say, for the most liked comment of this video for an opponent we've already done, we'll do a rematch of. You have till the end of the week.
Alright, if we're not doing Eggman, who are we fighting against?
Alright, I'll give you another hint. Wear this for me, please.
Alright, I'll do it. Wait a goddamn minute! Stu, what on God's green earth are we doing at Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated?
Listen, Billy, I looked this guy up, and he's relatively easy to deal with. He's kind of an idiot.
You're gonna tell me that the guy who makes machines and inventions for a living is dumb? The evil scientist? Yeah, I think you've gone off the deep end.
Listen, he may be smarter than me, but he's sure as hell not as tough as me.
Stu, in the first episode of Phineas and Ferb, Doof covered all of the tri-state area in tinfoil. He then tried to raise the tri-state area up off the ground by using a magnet to pull the tinfoil. But instead, the tinfoil curled up into a ball and launched itself at Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated at several thousand miles per hour. Do you understand just how tough you have to be to survive getting hit with a massive ball of tinfoil coming at you at several high velocities? That's about half the size of your goddamn building.
Alright, I yield. You win.
You're finally seeing reason? Oh god, I thought I lost you there.
And to show you just how much I've changed, I've gotten you a little present.
Wait, really? What'd you get me?
Here, wear this.
Oh, a hat? Oh, thank you, Stu. Wait a goddamn minute!
Ah, Perry the Ghostface with an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected.
Curse you, Stu!
Stop that! Stop it right now! Jesus, not you two, please! Oh, God, now the both of you!
Alright, Stu. I'm here. What exactly are we doing today?
What do you mean, what are we doing? I told you exactly what we're about to do. Did you even look at the messages I sent you?
Nope, because every time that we end up seeing each other or I end up getting a notification from you, we never change where we go for the meetups. So, I must ask again, what do you got me doing today?
Well, Billy, do you recall how both of our bank accounts are in the red?
Yep, I blame all of the hospital bills for that.
Right. So, after much deliberation and how desperate the both of us are, we're going to be robbing this bank today with the help of a friend of mine.
Alright. Crazy plan aside, one, who's the friend? And two, how do you plan on getting us inside of the bank without getting caught?
Right. So, to answer your first question, allow me to introduce to you to the man of the hour.
What the Henry Stickmin! Stu, did you abuse that collab with Among Us a few years back just so that we could get in contact with this man?
Hey. I wouldn't call it abuse. I call it more of, taking advantage of.
Do you even realize just how incompetent Henry is at his own gimmick?
Elaborate for me.
Alright, so for each thing he does, he has like 4 different tools or maybe even more at his disposal, and most of them end up being references to all sorts of media, kind of like how we know a lot of horror movies.
Alright, so he's a pop culture guy. What exactly is the problem here?
He tried opening a steel door with a fucking Nintendo Power Glove.
What?
When trying to infiltrate the airship to get into the opening hatch at the top of the ship, he thought putting acid on it while traveling at massive high velocities would have worked. But no, instead of burning the hatch, he burned his goddamn legs!
You know, it's funny you mention that because I feel like whenever I look at him, my eyes are going to get a paper cut.
Stu, don't you understand? He's incompetent. He's a dumbass. He's worse than you! How the fuck are we going to break into the bank with him as our guide? He doesn't know how to do anything right! Stu, why is he stuffing himself in that money bag?
I don't know. But given him, I think this is about to be the greatest plan ever.
I fucking hate you, Stu.
Hey, aren't these the guys that ripped off Devil Artemis?
Loitering!
Wait, I had nothing to do with this! Alright, Stu, what's going on?
Alright, so don't get mad, but we might have a problem.
As if we didn't have problems before?
Right, so, do you remember Dead by Daylight?
Yeah? What about the game?
Well, let's just say that I may or may have not have made a contractual deal with the game developers.
Oh god fucking damn it, Stu! We both know how horrible you are at making deals. So, what exactly did you end up agreeing to?
I let behavior make a clone of me.
For what reason?
You see, they wanted me to fully do Springtrap for the game, and as much as I would have loved to, I'm not exactly in the best physical condition considering all the times we get mangled, so what I ended up doing was that I would sell a copy of my DNA to them. Unfortunately, when they made the clone realized that they weren't the original, so now they're hunting me down, so that they can prove that they're the original.
Wait. All of that insanity aside, because that's what it is, it's insanity, does he have the suit from the movie?
Yep, he's got the suit.
Oh, then we're fucked then.
What do you mean? Well, there's my clone, Billy. Go fight him.
Yeah, no. This is all you're doing. You take care of him. I have nothing to do with this.
Oh, come on. You're telling me you don't want to spill my guts all over the floor since day one?
Listen, as much as I would love to pulverize you into oblivion, I don't think you realize just how fucking insane your clone is if he's, like, based off of all of William Afton, not just the movie.
What do you mean by that?
You do realize that he survived, like, a burning building collapsing on top of him.
That's your impressive feat?
Not only has he gone through an endless limbo of torture by Golden Freddy and every single one of the other animatronics in the series, but I'm pretty sure he also turned into some kind of, like, virus and not only help wanted, but security breach. The fuck is a knife gonna do to a sentient virus?
I don't know. Kill him?
Stu, I'm pretty sure a knife isn't going to go through a metal alloy.
What do you mean? The fucking cupcake did.
Who was also made out of metal. Face it, we're fucked.
We? I'm pretty sure this isn't French because you're taking care of him, not me.
And I'm pretty sure this isn't a fucking Nintendo console. So instead of it being me, how about it be you?
Hey, Billy. I'll be right back.
Stu, get your ass over here right now!
You, however, are finished.
God damn it, Stu!
Hey, Billy. So, I've got a question for you, if you don't mind answering for me.
Lay it on me.
What would you say your spirit animal is?
My what?
Like, what's an animal that you strongly resemble with to the point that when you do die, from natural causes this time, who do you think you would reincarnate as?
Oh, alright. That's one of the more normal questions you asked me, so I'll go ahead and indulge you. If I did have a spirit animal, I'd probably be a frog.
Really? Wasn't expecting an amphibian caricature from you.
Anyway, why did you ask me that question?
Well, there's someone here that I wanted to fight against today, but since you said that frogs were your spirit animal, I don't know if I want to continue with this now.
Stu, who did you bring today?
I think it's only fair if you meet them yourself.
Oh, for the love of, give me the knife. Alright, who do I gotta clear up the misunderstanding with?
My name is Suyu Asui, but you can just call me Sue.
Billy? Are you okay?
Stuart Mocker. Why on God's green earth would you get me Suyu Asui, aka Froppy, aka my favorite My Hero character, to kill?
Okay, but to be fair, you never did put her on the list of people that we don't go after.
That was before I realized any of these people were real when we entered this tournament. And besides, do you think I'd have any time to update the list in between all of the times that we die and bicker amongst ourselves?
Alright, good point.
Now here's my question. Why would you get me another My Hero character? Sure, they're not Izuku fucking Midoriya or All Might levels of bullshit powerful, but this is still above our pay grade.
Alright. I understand your concerns. But, if there's anything that I must point out, the most she could do is jump high and launch her tongue at us.
Disregarding the fact that you completely forgot to mention that she can camouflage, keep in mind, if she jumps high into the air, she can still fucking drop kick us from like a few stories high. And besides, I don't know about you, but I would not rather getting hit by that fucking tongue. Which reminds me, actually, if I catch any of you dipshits saying anything dirty about her tongue, I'm fucking deleting your comment.
How hostile.
Listen, I think I know what the problem is. Let's just cut her tongue out.
Stu, don't you fucking dare!
Too late!
Is there a rope lying around we could tie him up with?
Damn it! I was so close. Fuck you, Stu!
Ow, man, that hurt.
And that's my cue to leave. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Hey, get back here. You can't leave me like this.
Now's my chance!
No, wait, please.
Can you take this?
Alright, Stu. Why'd you call me over?
To put it simply, I may have pissed someone off.
Oh, is that so? Well, don't leave me in the dark. What exactly did you do?
Alright, so I was hanging out with this friend, right? Alright, I'm listening. That friend was telling me about a relationship that they were jealous of because of the fact that one of them was someone they had a crush on. So I may or may not have teased them about it, and now they want me dead. You gonna help me out here, buddy?
Alright, Stu. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. Do you remember how Sydney's mom fucked my dad?
Yeah.
And do you recall how that led to my parents being divorced?
Yeah.
So the lesson you should extrapolate from this is that you don't go fucking around with other people's relationships. Otherwise, someone is going to want to kill you.
That doesn't help me, though.
Alright, so that brings me to my next question. Who the fuck were you teasing?
That would be her.
I hate your personality normally, but this is somehow worse.
Oh, for fucking Christ's sake! Stu!
Yeah, you see the problem now?
Stu, why in the ever-loving fuck would you antagonize V? She's not to be trifled with.
Oh, come on, I was just silly teasing them. It wasn't gonna be that big of a deal.
Stu, V is a sociopathic, mean, impulsive mass murderer who can fly and has fucking Lady Deathstrike finger blades. What did you think it was gonna happen?
I was expecting her to do nothing. Like, she doesn't stand up for herself or Ann when they're both getting abused by Jay. So, I thought that would have just been the norm. But I guess I kinda ticked her off.
That's what we call karma, Stu! Also, bite me. This is your fault, not mine!
The humans programmed us to solve a problem. Where's proof of your backstory? The one where you're kind so conveniently innocent.
Listen, V, I've had nothing to do with this. So, if it's all the same to you, I'm gonna back out and let you deal with this pathetic waste of space. We still gonna blow bubbles later?
Don't you think?
When were you cool with V?
Oh, looks like it's get out of here o'clock. Bye-bye, Stu. I'll see you for episode 50!
Oh, you pile of dicks! No, wait, I
How
take it all
about
back.
you
I take it all back! Hey, Billy. What's going on today?
Stu, I cracked the code!
Billy, what are you going on about?
I couldn't tell if it was my paranoia at first, but now, my vision is fully realized, Stu. We're being manipulated!
How could you tell? We're the ones that usually do the gaslighting.
Which makes us the perfect candidates to figure out what type of bullshit is going on around here. Don't you ever notice that there's a rhyme and rhythm to our pattern?
I suppose? What are you talking about?
The fact that we come here every single day, too stupid or overconfident to fucking avoid the problem at hand, and we die. We should only die once. We somehow come back every time we do this. It's a never-ending cycle. And I think I figured out who's to blame for all of it.
Well, if you found them out, who are they? What's their deal?
I was gonna ask myself the same thing. But better yet, why not hear it from the source, Cameron?
So, you figured it out. Took you long enough.
Cut the bullshit! I have a few questions for you if you're willing to answer me. Before I kill you, that is.
Lay it on me.
First off, how long have you been disguising yourself as Stu?
Only fairly recently. Don't worry, I don't plan on staying long. Matter of fact, after we're done with this little exchange, you won't see me again for a while. But if you want a frame of reference as to when he got taken from you, let's just say there's a reason he didn't show up at Green Hill.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh, relax. I haven't hurt him. Much. And if you want it kept that way, then you better keep asking your questions. Civilly.
Fine. I guess my second question would be, why? Why are you doing this to us?
Simple, really. To keep the natural balance of order intact in all of the Ghostverse.
What?
You see, Billy, there are multiple universes that you and Stu share. Some Ghostfaces go by the same moniker, though some like to refer themselves as, for example, Richard and David. Don't you remember from about a month ago where you met another Billy and Stu? Yeah, we don't typically do crossovers, but in some special occasions, we like to do a little bit of collaborations. Those collaborations coming from me and other powerful individuals like myself.
Alrighty then. Well, I suppose that just leaves me with one last question. Are you a god? Are your collaborators gods themselves? Like, what are you to me and the rest of my other kin?
Well, I can't exactly speak on their behalf, but I can definitely speak on my own. You see, for you and Stu, you are extensions of myself. Some things that you like, I absolutely adore. Some things that you dislike, I also dislike. You don't share all of my qualities, but you do retain a good fraction of them.
I guess that explains why I love a certain bacon burger. You know, I had the intention of killing you when we first met, and part of me still does. But you're not gonna let me do that, are you?
Nope. That's not gonna happen. Matter of fact, you won't remember any of this. And you're powerless to do anything about it.
Alright. It was a fruitless endeavor anyway. Can I ask just one thing of you then?
Sure. It's the least I could do for putting you through so much torture. What would you like, Billy?
Well, every once in a while, can you just let us have at least one win? I mean, come on. It's the least I could ask for.
Huh. I might have to pull a few strings, but considering how calm and patient you've been with me, I suppose a few victories wouldn't hurt. Don't get your hopes up, though. I still have to work my magic, and that might take a while.
Alright, it's better than nothing. So, is this gonna hurt?
Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt a lot.
Oh, god damn it!